Okay. Jermell Charlo, he's done a new interview with Brian Custer, and he says that David Benavidez can't see his brother, Jermall. I'm going to talk about all that and more in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy, Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. The best thing you can do if you love boxing as a sport or you're trying to learn more, subscribe to the channel. I've been covering boxing double-digit years. Truly the best sport, and I do this daily. So do yourself a favor, hit the subscribe button. Now, Jermell Charlo, yeah, keep running your mouth, keep running, lines only. He did an interview with Brian Custer. Shout out to him. Actually, a very good interview. I haven't finished all of it, but the parts I've seen. I mean, Jermell Charlo's always a charismatic character to interview, and it was some good stuff. But I want to touch on this. He talked about a potential fight between his brother, Jermall, and also David Benavidez, which is a fight a lot of people want to see. And we'll get into what he had to say in that clip. Without further ado, roll the clip.
You know, Sean Porter talk his crazy shit. You see, he quit the game. He couldn't take no more of this. It's that type of game in this world right now, boxing. It's the truth. Errol Spence is the truth. I'm the truth. My brother is the truth.
And listen,
hey, one more thing. Benavidez, wait, can I tell you, Benavidez cannot see my brother.
See? He said, Benavidez cannot see my brother.
Wait, can I tell you, Benavidez cannot see my brother.
Really?
I believe that's a very great fight.
Why do you sound so
Benavidez
surprised?
and Caleb Plant, for my twin brother, is what will bring back that Charlo hate that they've been giving us. Just saying.
You don't. I think there's a number of people who believe that Benavidez Charlo fight would be an all-action brawl.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, I like Benavidez' heart. I like his style. I like how he relentless on his punching. I feel like personally, Benavidez would be better at heavyweight. He
said Benavidez would be better at heavyweight. Hold on.
Relentless on his punching. I feel like personally, Benavidez would be better at heavyweight.
I'm not sure if he means light heavyweight, the next division up, or if he misspoke and meant light heavyweight or heavyweight.
I like his style. I like how he relentless on his punching. I feel like personally, Benavidez would be better at heavyweight. He's a big old motherfucker. He fights out of his weight division. He's just beating on little motherfuckers. Like for real, let's keep it real. Benavidez is not really a 168 pounder. You know, he can fight any of the 189 cruiserweight or even heavier. That's real his weight, and then he'll get a better challenge. 160 or what?
So he's saying he should fight. He should be at 180, 190 with his true size. Wow.
168 pounder. You know, he can fight any of the 189 cruiserweight or even heavier. That's real his weight, and then he'll get a better challenge. 160. A 160 pounder coming to 168 to fight a Benavidez, to me personally, is just like, you're still picking on a smaller guy. He will never get the respect until he fights somebody at the top over there at his actual weight. Fill out. I say fill out and become your guy. Be the big guy. You don't gotta wrap it up either, baby. I'm here for you. I'm here to tell you what the truth is. So, cause I'm at the top of the pinnacle in my division. So it's no lies being told. I'm only speaking the facts of what I believe, but Benavidez is a great fight for my twin brother because, you know, that's another, hey, you got to move your head, you got to box, you got to stiff him, hit him with some hard shots, and maybe knock him out.
He said it's a great fight for my brother.
So we don't get the crowd involved. You know, you got to, right now, for people like me, Earl, all of these fighters, you know, Black African-American fighters, we have to fight past the crowd right now. This is the year of 2022. And we have to fight past the crowd.
Wow. So for more, link in the description. Make sure you guys subscribe to Brian Custer. Great interview. Interesting. You know, Jermell Charlo said that David Benavidez is fighting out of his weight class, and he's really a big dude and could be fighting at the 180s, 190s, cruiserweight. He said heavyweight. I don't know if he meant that or if he meant light heavyweight, which is 175, where Canelo's fighting Bivol. Either way, He believes that Benavidez is packing down. Now, you could make an argument. I don't know about like the cruiserweight, heavyweight, or whatever, but you can make an argument based on the fact that Benavidez is missing weight. You know, he's missed weight before, so he's definitely big. But it looks like so far so good. He got it under control, got his weight. Charlo versus Benavidez, I think it's a great fight. Only thing that was slightly confusing about what Jermell Charlo said is he started and said that David Benavidez can't see my brother, but then he went on a rant about how basically Benavidez won't get credit until he fights people that could really challenge him in the higher weight class. And he said something to the effect of, you guys just heard it, but he said something to the effect of, I mean, you're a 168 pounder crunched down. You're a 168 pounder. You're really still bringing up a 160 pounder in Charlo if that fight were to happen. So he said he didn't sound like he really fancied the idea of a guy moving up fighting Benavidez. Listen, I don't know. I think it's a great fight. He did go on to say it's a great fight for my brother, as well as the Caleb Plant fight. So we got to see what's next for we know what's next for Jermell. He's fighting Castano. It got rescheduled. I made a video about that, but we got to see what's next for Jamal. I seen Jamal on his Instagram and he posted pictures of the gym, so it looks like he's staying ready. Let me know what you guys want to see. You want the David Benavidez versus Charlo fight. Canelo is telling them to fight each other, which I have multiple ways I feel about that. I think Canelo, he'd rather try to get them bruised up and tenderized and stuff while he continues to cherry pick or move in the fashion he wants to move. And I do believe styles make fights, and I think that Jamal Charlo style and David Benavidez style is a great matchup for Canelo. Probably the best in terms of the whole all-encompassing, the event, the sales, the pay-per-view, the anticipation, the stylistic matchup, how I imagine the fight would deliver. Bivol fight with Canelo, I really don't know if that'll be good based on the styles. I really don't. It's not that Bivol can't fight. Bivol's solid, but he has a style that's kind of tricky. He's a bit bigger than Canelo. So, Canelo's going to look to get aggressive, and Bivol's going to probably look to use his size and box. And, I don't know. I don't know if that's fireworks versus Benavidez and Canelo. I feel like that has to be fireworks. Charlo and Canelo, the whole build-up, it has to be fireworks. I don't really see it any other way. Win, lose, or draw for either fighter, I can see. I mean, put it this way. Jermell and Jamal Charlo, when have they ever been in a boring fight? Like boring. Not where you're like, oh, they lost or, this and that. I'm talking about when was a fight where it's like, oh, I'm going to sleep. They're money, they're always in entertaining shootouts and showing their skills and stuff like that. But I'm going to definitely check out the rest of the Custer interview. Jermell Charlo looked like he was in shape, and it sounded like he was cooking. He had a lot to say, so it should be a good watch. The link will be in the description. Let me know what you guys think about the comments about David Benavidez needs to be a heavyweight. He belongs in the higher weight classes. We'll see. I always thought that David Benavidez versus Zurdo and David Benavidez, like guys like Bivol and stuff, would be fun fights at 175. But my thing is this: in this current modern era of boxing, there's most fighters don't fight at their walk around weight. It's just a reality. It's a reality. Gone are the days of Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Bernard Hopkins. These dudes is just big. Like, I'm just being real. I like a lot of fighters. I like Benavidez. I like Jaron Ennis. But, like, look at Jaron Ennis. Man, Jaron Ennis looks huge. Jaron Ennis dang near look bigger than guys in the division heavier than him. You know what I'm saying? He looked bigger than the guy. And I'm not just picking on anybody. It's a lot of guys like that. Jaron Ennis looked like he a middleweight. You know what I'm saying? But he crunched down to 147. And he's a beast, and he can make the weight. He's young. He can do it, whatever. Mark Magsayo. I seen a picture of Mark Magsayo, who is at featherweight. And like Gary Russell Jr., he looked like a featherweight. You know what I'm saying? He's buff and in shape, but he's real compact. Mark Magsayo was pictured next to Sean Porter, a welterweight, and he looked mad bigger than Sean Porter, right? And I could do this all day. Josh Taylor, I seen a picture of Josh Taylor. He looked bigger than Crawford. And he at 140, he's just now moving up. No fights under his belt at 47. So this is running rampant throughout boxing, where it's like a lot of guys aren't really fighting at their true walk-around weight and things like that. Teofimo, he looked big. Ryan Garcia looked big for, all these guys look big at their respective weight class. But at the end of the day, until boxing changes the rules or whatever and does like same-day weigh-ins or anything, it is what it is. If the guy can make weight, then the person can make weight. But there's a lot of people who are creeping in weight classes that they really don't, they don't look like they are truly in that weight class, if we're being honest, or if these were the fighters of yesteryear. Let me know how I did in this video. Drop your comments in the comment section. Benavidez versus Charlo, that's a banger. It's a great fight. I want to see it. Fans want to see it. And Jermell said basically his brother has to be on his P's and Q's because Benavidez likes to put his punches together, and he would be basically the bigger man. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe to the next video. And I'm out.
The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation.
Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.